What's up YouTube, PokePrimer here, proud and ready to deliver you our Week 7 team builder for the PFL Minor League here on the channel. It's been a little while since we got a chance to battle, so I'm a little rusty, but I'm going to definitely still do my best. Hopefully we can, with the team that we built, we can pull out the victory, but this week we are taking on another team who's also 5-1 in the league, Ryan and the Rochester Rhyhorns. He's got a really powerful looking team, really dangerous looking, but I definitely think we can play around it. His team consists of Landorstarian, Starmie, Mega Beedrill, Breloom, Ferrothorn, Porygon 2, Crobat, Quagsire, Jellicent, Heatmore, and Hoopa Confined. So a lot of really interesting mods, a lot of really... the Heatmore is very interesting. He's got 3 water types, which is kind of surprising. 3 water types, 2 grass types. I was kind of interested by that. So I guess he likes his fire, water, grass combinations. So sorry, I'm still a little sick-ish. So yeah. So his team's pretty legit. So it's gonna be kind of tough to beat, but I think with the squad that I've built, I think we can handle it. And the first mod that we're bringing is currently leading in the MVP race, I believe. I actually might want to go check that before I even attempt to start bragging. But pretty sure we're still leading in the MVP race at the current time. We are leading in the MVP race. MVP rankings. Nope, we fell a little bit behind just because of our deaths, but we are currently 1 spot behind the lead. There's a 3-way tie for first place in the MVP rankings. So definitely we have to make sure that we shoot back up this week. And funny enough, too, the Mon right behind us is actually Landers T from the Rochester Rhyhorns. So we're going to have to make sure that he doesn't overcome us and speed on ahead. Florges is actually still at the bottom of the list, too, which is kind of cool. That Florges is chilling down there from that week that we got that sweeperoonie with Florges. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, we're looking at a pretty dangerous looking situation where we could probably put Mega Lopunny back in the top spot. So hopefully we can pick up the win this week and get her back where she belongs. But this week we are running obviously Fake Out so we can get our Mega Evolution off. Looking at his team, I don't believe there's anything that has Inner Focus. Crobat has Inner Focus, so if he leads Crobat to stop Mega Lopunny, we already know it has Inner Focus 100%. So that's a thing. I might not lead Mega Lopunny, predicting that, so we'll see what happens. I might lead Thundurus. In all honesty, in that kind of situation, I might lead Thundurus, but we'll see what happens. By the way, Thundurus is coming, in case you didn't tell by me just telling you. But yeah. We have the Fake Out, though, so we can get our Mega Evolution off. We have the High Jump Kick, because High Jump Kick pretty much hits everything on my opponent's team really hard. It 2-hit KOs the Ferrothorn. It 2-hit KOs the Porygon 2. I'm pretty sure 2-hit KOs it if it's like max physically defensive. If it's specially defensive, it might OHKO, but I'm not sure. And it does good damage to pretty much just everything on his team overall, because it's stab and whatnot. Ice Punch is there for the Lando. Because Lando doesn't like ice punches, apparently. Lol. Crobat doesn't either, so if Crobat tries to switch in on us, we can then hit that thing with an ice punch and take it out, so that's kind of cool. Lastly, we pack the Return because everything that we can't hit with High Jump Kick or ice punch super effectively or neutrally, Return will hit neutrally, so we can just take the rest out. Like the Starmie, the Mega Beedrill, stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. We're running just enough speed to outspeed the Crobat by 1 point. If he runs a Scarf Crobat, congratulations to you. You're a lord. But I don't see anyone ever doing that. But max attack, and then the rest goes into HP. Because, you know, that's... fuck it, why not? Right? Next up, we have Thor the Thunderous. Here, once again, with the Life Orb Prankster ability. Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, and Hidden Power Ice. Thunder Wave. We can paralyze that Crobat. We can paralyze that Mega Beedrill. We can paralyze the Starmie. We can paralyze a lot of things. I'd like to paralyze all three of those if they all come. I'd like to paralyze all three. We are actually running 212 speed. With 212 speed, we outspeed the Landorus Therian, Jolly Landorus Therian by 1 point. So that's kind of cool. Actually, let me make sure that that's correct. Let me pull up the actual correct calculator. Landorus T. We need Jolly. Yep, we do outspeed that thing by one whole point. So that's kind of cool, yo. Then we can kill that thing with an HP Ice, which would be nice. We have the Thunderbolt for stab purposes. It'll kill the Crobat. It'll kill the Starmie. It'll kill the fuck out of the Jellicent. We have the Grass Knot. Literally, the Grass Knot's only there for the Quagsire. Honestly, that's the only reason I brought the Grass Knot, because Quagsire's a switch into Thunderous a lot of the times. So if we have the Grass Knot, we can kill the Quagsire, and then, you know, no worry about the Quagsire. And then we have the HP Ice to hit the Landorus. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, we have pretty much everything covered we need to. With that speed, we outspeed Landorus. We are running a Modest Nature, so we can hit a little bit harder. And the rest just kind of was just spread out everywhere, so that we had odd HP, and then we just had those 2 4s left over, so yeah. Next up, we have Wall Breaker, the Kyurem Black, who should be shiny, because shiny Wall Breaker is godlike. Rocking max attack, 232 speed, so again, enough speed to outspeed the Landorus. We are running a Naive Nature, so we're a mixed attacker. With the Choice Scarf. So we outspeed pretty much everything, unless, you know, the Starmie, unless the Starmie or Crobat is Scarfed, we will outspeed the entire team. We have Outrage, because there's literally no Fairy types in the team, and if we can click Outrage, we can pretty much two-shot most of the team. Literally, the only things that are not two-shot by it are max physically defensive Porygon 2, and that's like a roll, and Ferrothorn, who's like still like not appreciating it. We have the Ice Beam to KO Lando T, because Lando T's a bitch and doesn't like ice. We also have the Fusion Bolt for the Starmie, Crobat, and Jellicent, because they won't appreciate a Fusion Bolt. And then we have the HP Fire, because the Ferrothorn's literally the only thing that can switch into any of those moves. And yeah, HP Fire will just like blow it out of the universe. So that's just very simple, straightforward Kyurem. Kyurem's just here to tear through the team, like he always does. And not get wasted like I wasted him last week. Next up, we have another Scarfer in the form of Preference, our Shadow Tag Gothitelle. Rocking another Choice Scarf. With just enough speed, 36 speed, which allows us to sit at 89. Why are we sitting at 89? Oh, because I didn't check it after changing the IVs. Okay. Hold up. We gotta do some editing. You need to be 90. You can be that. No, we're gonna put that. That'll do. So we have, with 90 speed and a Choice Scarf, we hit, I believe, let me run my quick calculation, 90 times 1.5. We hit a speed of 135, which is faster than a Jolly Breloom, is also faster than a Timid Hoopa Unbound, which is great. We have the Psyshock. Psyshock is there so that we can come in, trap something like the Crobat, trap something like the Breloom, and then proceed to kill it. We can also live a U-turn from a Mega Beedrill, so that's kind of awesome. But we're not going to try to trap Mega Beedrill. That'd be stupid. But we can trap the Breloom, Psyshock, kill it. We can trap the Crobat, take a hit, Psyshock, kill it. Pretty much that's the goal there. We can trap the Ferrothorn, HP fire it to death. That's the goal there. And then we have the Energy Ball for the Quagsire, which we can trap and hit with the Energy Ball. We can also try to trap the Starmie as well. But then again, that's still not the best idea because, you know, Starmie does hit pretty hard, but we have a good amount of special bulk, so I think we can be fine. And then we have the Trick. If we could trick the Choice Scarf onto something like Ferrothorn, or trick a Choice Scarf onto something like Quagsire, basically effectively makes them useless in the long run. And Scarfed Walls, everyone. Scarfed Walls. Scarfed Walls don't last long in a match at all. So, if at some point I feel that Gothitelle has done everything it needs to do, I will trick the Choice Scarf onto one of those said walls and let it suffer for the rest of the matchup. So, yeah. Probably might try to trick the Scarf onto Jellicent. Maybe even try to trick the Scarf onto Porygon 2 if it's brought. Just to get rid of that Eviolite as well. So there's definitely options. I'm just going to be tricking things all over the matchup. It's going to be a fantastic time. So I'm looking forward to doing that. With the speed it's at now, actually, it actually speed ties with Min Speed Hoopa too, which is kind of cool. And outspeeds all the other Min Speed mons, which is nice. So yeah, that's something to note. But so there's that. We're running 204 HP and max defense with a bold nature so that we can live some hits. This thing's meant to be pretty bulky offensive, but with the Scarf we're supposed to put in some work as well. So this thing has a lot of potential to do a lot of cool things in this matchup. It's just a matter of actually implementing them. I never really messed around with Shadow Tag too much, so it's going to just take some practice, you know, trapping and killing what I need to kill when I need to kill it. So we have that. Next up, we have our Black Lagoon, the Swampert. Basically, since my opponent only has 2 grass types, I felt like bringing Swampert was a safe bet. So we're bringing Swampert here. We have the Stealth Rocks to set up the rocks. My opponent does have ways to remove them, but I'm not too worried about it. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm actually going to change this because I didn't give it any physical attacks. So, yeah. I'm going to need that little bit of speed. I actually might just go ahead and boop. 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 There we go. That looks a little better. And it's just not going to work out properly, so I'm just going to take all of that away. Fuck it. That'll do. I like that. So this way, we outspeed Min Speed, Jellicent, we outspeed min speed Porygon too, so that's cool. Set up the rocks. We got the Scald for the Landorus and the Heatmore. We got the Toxic so that we can Toxic things. There's only one thing on my opponent's team that's immune to Toxic. Two things, actually, that are immune to Toxic. Other than that, we can Toxic... Three things, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But we can still Toxic just about anything and let's install it out. And then, honestly, one of the biggest switch-ins to this thing, I had to decide which one was more important to cover for. And I determined that the Quagsire was the most important to cover for. The Quagsire switches into Swampert all the time, so Hidden Power Grass is necessary for the set, so we have HP Grass. And there's that. Lastly, we have Pepe Le Pew with the Assault Vest, going to be rocking that Aftermath ability. 100 HP, 4 in each defense, max special attack, and just enough speed with a timid nature to outspeed a max speed Jolly Breloom. We have Dark Pulse for the Hoopa and the Starmie and such, of course. The Flamethrower is for the Ferrothorn and assorted other things. The Hidden Power Ice is for the Landorus, if we can catch it on a switch. And then the Acid Spray is just for just about anything on the team. If we can hit something with Acid Spray on a switch-in, it immediately makes it no longer a proper switch-in, and we have to worry about it. So that's pretty dope. This thing can take a lot of hits from my opponent's team, which is really nice. It's going to be really, really good pivot for a couple of different mons. So hopefully Pepe Le Pew can put in some work this week. And that's going to be it for this team builder. Please make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, I'm PokePrimer, signing off.